West.
Best book I've ever read.
Yes. Okay. Want to take the mic?
Shishi Guru Gauranga. Shishi Dalila Vishnupad Paramahansa. Pararajacharya Astatara Sata Shri Srimad. Esi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada
Ki Jai.
Dalila Vishnupad Paramahansa. Pararajacharya Astatara Sata Shri Srimad. Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Gurudev Ki Jai. Dalila Vishnupad Astatara Sata Shri Srimad. Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Maharaj Ki Jai. Dalila Vishnupad Astatara Sata Shri Srimad. Srila Bhakti Swarup Damodar Maharaj Ki Jai. Dalila Vishnupad Astatara Sata Shri Srimad. Srila Gaura Govinda Maharaj Ki Jai. Dalila Vishnupad Astatara Sata Shri Srimad. Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Maharaj Ki Jai. Dalila Vishnupad Astatara Sata Shri Srimad. Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj Ki Jai. Dalila Vishnupad Astatara Sata Shri Srimad. Srila Bhakti Rakshak Shridhar Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Dalila Vishnupad Astatara Sata Shri Srimad. Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Dalila Vishnupad Paramahansa Pararajacharya Astatara Sata Shri Srimad. Param Gurudev Jagapuru Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada Ki Jai. Maha Bhagavat Srila Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Sapta Goswami Sachit Ananda Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Shri Gaudiya Vedanta Acharya Srila Baladev Dibhushan Prabhu Ki Jai Ki Gopala Bhatta Das Raghunath Shabda Swami Prabhu Ki Prem Siva Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Gaur Bhaktivinoda Ki Shri Navadvip Maya Purdama Ki Ganga Devi Ki Shri Harinam Sankirtana Ki Bhakti Devi Ki Jamuna Devi Ki Shrimati Purnamasi Yogamaya Ki Shrimati Tulasi Maharani Vrinda Devi Ki Gopishwara Mahadevi Ki Jagannatha Baladeva Subhadra Devi Sirisan Chakra Purushottam Dham Tota Gopinath Ki Narasingha Bhagavan Ki Bhakti Pravara Prahlad Maharaj Ki Anantagoti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Samagata Bhakta Vrinda Ki Shraddhai Gaura Premanande
Hari Hari Bo. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Jutaha Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namahom Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shanyavadi Ashtachate Satarane Nama Om Vishnupadaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Shri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayaniti Namane Shri Krishna Lila Katane Sudaksham Audharya Madhurya Gunaishcha Yuktam Varam Bhakta Shiromanim Cha Shri Krishna Padabja Dritaika Hridi Chaitanya Lila Vrita Sarasaram Narayanam tam satatam prabhadye. Namo Vishnupadaya Acharya Singharupane Shri Srimad Bhakti Pragyana Keshava iti namane Atimaratya Charitraya Swasritanancha Palane Jiva Dukke Sudartaya Sri Nama Premadayane Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Ti Namane Shivarshavana Videvi Dayataya Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vidyana Dayane Madhurya Ujjvala Premadya Shri Rupanuga Bhakti Da Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtai Dinatarani Rupanuga Viruddha Siddhanta Dvantaharani Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtai Vipralambar Sambodhe Padambujayate Nama Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Sachidananda Namane Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Gaura Virbhava Bhumistha Nirdeshta Sajjana Priya Vaishnava Sarva Bhoma Shri Jagannathayate Namah Vansha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Vridayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kancha Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Shabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchatatvatmatam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. This has to be fixed, did you know? This one down there? Right? Yeah, Kishore showed it to me when he was here. This head here is like separated, it has to be replaced, he said. You see, it's not a very good sound. It can suffice for ordinary, but it needs to be fixed. It's just dull, whereas this, you know, so. I don't know how much it would cost, but we'll have to bring it there one day and get it. I don't know if we need to bring it back to the same place. Yeah, Madhukar. Yeah. Okay. Madhukar is the man. Samsara dava nalalita loka Chanaya karuna gana Tasya Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Mahaprabhu Kirtana Nritya Gita Parikramadya Manasura Sena Mahaprabhu Kirtana Nritya Gita Parikramadya Manasura Sena Romanchakam Pasutaranga Bhajo Ande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Radhan Nityananda Sringaratana Mandira Marjanado Shri Radha Sringaratana Mandira Marjanado Tasya Bhakti Saturvida Sri Bhagavat Prasado Sadhana Triptam Harivasta Sangha Saturvida Sri Bhagavat Prasado Sadhana Triptam Harivasta Sangha Ashadha Sadaiva Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Shri Radhika Madhava Yorapara Madhur Jalila Gunapanam Shri Radhika Madhava Yorapara Madhur Jalila Gunapanam Pratikshana Sadhana Lolopasya Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda 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 Nikunjayo Ratikeli Siddhai Yaya Devijatira Mekshaniya Nikunjayo Ratikeli Siddhai Yaya Devijatira Mekshaniya Tatra Ditakshat Andi Vallabhasya Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Sakshat Haritena Samasta Shastra Rupastata Bhavyata Eva Sadabhi Sakshat Haritena Kintu Prapoya Priyaiva Tasya Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Kintu Prapoya Priyaiva Tasya Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Yasya Prasadat Bhagavat Prasado Yasya Prasada Nagati Utopi Yasya Prasada Bhagavat Prasado Yasya Prasada Nagati Jayam Shubha Vande Guru Sri Chanaravinda Vande Guru Sri Chanaravinda Vande Guru Sri Chanaravinda Jaya Guru Deva Guru Deva Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Guru Parampara Jaya Guru Dev Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Rama Rama Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bo, 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 Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bo. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadadaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. First of all, I'm offering my unlimited Dandavat Pranams, my Shraddha Pushpanjali, at the lotus feet of my most worshipable beloved Gurudev, Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Astatara Sata Sri Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada. And then I'm offering my same unlimited Dandavat Pranams and my Shraddha Pushpanjali at the lotus feet of my most worshipable beloved Siksha Gurudevs Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Astatara Sata Sri Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj and Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Astatara Sata Sri Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. I offer my Dandavat Pranams at the lotus feet of all of my Sri Sri Rupanuga Guru Varga, and I offer my Dandavat Pranams to all the Vaishnavas and to all the Vaishnavis, especially Srila Sachidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur, whose wonderful book Navadvip Dham Mahatmya we are reading and hearing. So I just wanted to jump ahead a little because of yesterday's Shivaratri. So I just wanted to read very short, the section on Harihara Kshetra. Yes. So, yes. So this is the beginning of chapter 8. Jai Jai Shri Sachi Jai 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 Shri Sachi Sutta. Jai 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 Shri Avaduta. Sita Pati Jai Bhakata Raj Gadadhar Jai Bhakata Samaj. All glories to Sri Sachinandana, the son of Mother Sachi. All glories to the Avadut Sri Nityananda Prabhu. All glories to the king of devotees, Sri Advaita Charya, the Lord of Sita. All glories to Sri Gadadhar Pandit and the society of devotees. All glories to the most beautiful Sri Navadvipa Dham. All glories to the holy names of Sri Gauda. Srivas Pandit and the other devotees, they called out, Hari Hari, and they proceeded along with Sri Nityananda Prabhu. And as he was talking, Sri Nityananda Prabhu, being carried away by praying, he swayed and he stammered as if intoxicated. streams of tears flowed from his eyes, and overwhelmed with emotion he called out, Gaura, Gaura. All of his ornaments glittered, and his transcendental form illuminated the 10 directions. As Srivas Pandit danced with Sri Jiva, they sometimes wept and sometimes danced with carefree abandon. All the other devotees also danced as they proceeded onward. Would you like to be in Lord Nityananda's Parikrama party as one of those devotees? Yes. Now when they reached the river Alakananda, Sri Nityananda Prabhu spoke blissfully. He said, "O Jiva, the river Mandakini, it surrounds Nadia, keeping the village Bilvapaksha on her western side. And at Suvarna Vihar, which you saw previously, the rivers Mandakini and Alakananda, they part from each other." Now, we come to Harihara Kshetra. How many of you have been to Harihara Kshetra? Raise your hand if you've ever been to Harihara Kshetra. There's a deity there, which what I understand is no one really knows his origin, but he comes and goes. One time he disappeared, and then he was found in the police station, and then they brought him back. But there's a picture of that deity, you can't see it, so small. But the deity is half black, divided in the middle by a line, and the other side is white. And that's the deity of Lord Shiva, who is called Hari Hara, because in essence, he is Hari. So Hari and Hara are merged together in this one deity. Now, Harihara Kshetra is situated on Alakananda's eastern bank and on the bank of the Gandaki. And at the right time, a deity will manifest here, and a beautiful grove will adorn this place. And there is a mango grove there in that place. Then he said, just see Kashi, which is situated on Alakananda's western bank. What is Kashi? Yes, it's the place of Lord Shiva. But that's also here in Navadvip Dham, because Lord Nityananda said, just see Kashi, which is situated on Alakananda's western bank. The Shaivites, the worshippers of Shiva, and the Shaktas, the worshippers of Shakti, they are trying to attain Kshetra. Is the name of Lord Shiva. Durjati, you know what that means? Yes, Shiva with matted hair. So he reigns splendidly holding a damaru drum. Shiva is always dancing here, chanting Gauda, Gauda. And he is praying for his followers to obtain Gaur Bhakti. The liberation that is obtained by sannyasis after living in Kashi. The liberation that is obtained by sannyasis after living in Kashi and practicing Gyan, speculative, impersonal knowledge, so that liberation that the sannyasis achieve, living in Kashi for 1,000 years, it is here kicked away by the devotees as they dance and chant the name of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. These devotees, they consider themselves fortunate just to drink the nectar of Sri Gaura's name. And if any living being leaves his body in this place, you know what's going to happen to you? If you leave your body there at Harihara Kshetra, In his final moment, Lord Shiva chants the name of Sri Gaura in his ear and thus liberates him. So if you've got no other hope, just try to place your dying body there. This holy abode, it is called Mahavaranasi. Why? Because the living entities here, they do not need to fear dying, considering that they will definitely attain a transcendental destination upon hearing the pure name of Sri Gaura emanate from Lord Shiva's mouth. So in other words, they need not worry about their destination after death. And saying this, Sri Nityananda Prabhu began to dance. And then he prayed that Sri Jiva may also attain praying for Sri Gaur Hari. And then, at that moment, unseen by anyone else, he was unseen, Lord Shiva, the master of Kailas, respectfully bowed at Sri Nityananda Prabhu's divine feet. Lord Shiva, he resides here with Gauri, Sri Parvati, constantly chanting Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu's names, and thus fulfilling all of his desires. Yes. So, that is the Katha on Harihara Kshetra. And when we go on parikrama to Godrum, actually Godrum is next. It's in a slightly reversed form in the book. But we also go to, in Godrum Dweep, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's house, where he lived for many years with his family, writing his books. And that is called Surabhi Kunj. And just up the road from there is the place where Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur would do their private bhajan there. And that place is called Swananda Sukhada Kunja. There is the samadhi of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and his Gaur Gadadhar deities that he worshipped are there. Then from there we walk considerable distance to Suvarna Vihar, which is the place of King Suvarna Sen in the Satya Yuga. And there's a very interesting katha that Narada Muni came there because the king was in his old age. And he was just absorbed in all the karma kandya and fruitive activities. And then Narada Muni preached to him and brought him to his senses, and also told him about that Gauranga Mahaprabhu will appear in this very Navadvip Dham in the future. And then he had the darshan of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Then from there we usually go to Harihara Kshetra. And then from Harihara Kshetra, where do we go? Nishringapalli. And then from there's a long, long trek all the way back to the temple here, which those who are capable, who have young energy or old energy, but they have thick calluses on the bottoms of their feet, they trek all the way. And you'll see all the Bengalis, thousands of them. They're all old. So many of them are elderly, but they're going barefoot. Why? Because their whole life they walked with bare feet in the village. So they've got the build up like that. They can do. And so that's what I wanted to read, and now we're going to continue from chapter 6. Moving along from chapter 6. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Sachiranandan, Jaya Nityananda Prabhu Janava Jivan, Jaya Jaya Sitanath, Jaya Gadadhar, Jaya Jaya Srivasadi Gaur Parivar. The next day in the morning, Sri Nityananda Prabhu left the house with Srivas Pandit and Sri Jiva. So they're still there. In where? Srivasanga. Mayapur. Now walking along with them were Ram Das, and other devotees, all singing the names of Sri Gaura. Now, here comes the next section, which is called the history of Sri Ganga Nagara. You know Ganga Nagara? No? Okay, now we will know. When they reached the border of Antardweep, Sri Nityananda Prabhu pointed out Ganga Nagara to Sri Jiva. Nityananda Prabhu said, "Listen, Jiva, Ganga Nagara was founded by Bhagirath of the Raghu dynasty. And at the time of Bhagirath Ganga's descent to this world, then King Bhagirath, blowing his conch shell, he went ahead of her to show her the way. But when Ganga reached Sri Navadvip Dham, she stopped, and even though King Bhagirath proceeded forward, Bhagirath turned around only to see that Ganga had stopped flowing onward. Then King Bhagirath became overwhelmed with fear and returned to Ganga. And he began to perform austerities here in Ganga Nagara, this is that place, to find out why the Ganga was not proceeding. Then, satisfied with his austerities, Ganga Devi personified, appeared in front of him, and she told him. Seeing Ganga Devi, Bhagirath said, "O mother, if you do not proceed onward, my forefathers will never be delivered." And then Ganga said, "Listen, O son, O Bhagirath, who have an unyielding and peaceful mind. Just remain here patiently for some time. I have come to this Navadvip Dham, your forefathers. O Bhagirath, I am in the Dham of that personality from whose lotus feet my waters emanate. And in his holy abode, all my desires are fulfilled. The day of my Lord's advent is the full moon day of Falgun. Which month? Full moon day of which month? What is that called? Gaur Purnima. Yes, the appearance day of Lord Chaitanya. And then she said, that full moon day I shall observe a vow. And I will definitely come with you the day after completing this vow. So do not fear. Thus King Bhagirath, the head of the Raghu dynasty, he stayed here in Ganga Nagara until Falgun Purnima. And the next day, early in the morning, he proceeded to lead Sri Ganga's way. On Falgun Purnima, existence along with his ancestors will attain Sri Goloka no matter where he leaves his body. Are you ready to do that fast? One who stays at Ganga Nagara on Falgun Purnima and who fasts, who bathes in the Ganga and worships Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he will cross the ocean of material existence along with his ancestors. This is also the same place, in a sense. So now, Nityananda Prabhu said, "Oh Jiva, the glories of this place are incomparable." Why? Because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced here an unlimited number of times. Look, here are the houses of Sri Ganga Das and Sri Sanjay. One always feels unequaled happiness just by beholding them, their house. Now we come to Balal Dirgika. Balal Dirgika. O most learned one, now please hear the glories of this beautiful large pond. A pond is also called a Dirgika. Balal Dirgika. Famous since then. Once upon a time, a king named Prithu. He was leveling the round parts, rough parts of the earth. You know, in the Bhagavatam, that whole story of Maharaj Prithu. So when his workers came to this place, they saw a great effulgence illuminating the 4 directions. And when the workers described this incident to the king, he also came to see that great effulgence. Then Maharaj Prithu, he was actually a Shaktivesh avatar. He's an empowered incarnation of the Supreme Lord, the Dweep Dham. So upon seeing the effulgence of this place, everyone would understand its glories. For the purpose of concealing the glories of this place, he ordered a delightful pond to be constructed here. This pond became known as Prithu Kund throughout the entire Navadvip Dham. How is it possible to describe the bliss that the villagers felt upon drinking the pure water of this pond? Later, King Lakshman Sen, he had this pond enlarged and deepened. So desiring to deliver his forefathers, he named this pond Balal Dirgika, after one of his ancestors who was named Balal Sen. Look at this beautiful high hill. This was the palace of King Lakshman Sen, but now it is in ruins. Such ornament-like sites were constructed by various kings at great sacred places like Sri Navadvip Dham for the purpose of acquiring pious credits. Later, one Yavana king, he desecrated this place, and therefore devotees no longer show it due respect. The land here is extremely sacred, but devotees do not reside here because they fear the association of the Yavanas. The devotees left this place because it was here that a deity of the Lord was shown disrespect. And then saying this, Sri Nityananda Prabhu roared loudly, thus manifesting his anger towards the Yavanas. And then he arrived at the village of Simulia. Now we are studying Simantadvip. Sri Antadvip Mayapur, Simantadvip. Now seeing the village of Simulia, Sri Nityananda Prabhu said to Sri Jiva, know with certainty that this place is Simantadvip. All great saintly personalities say that Simantadvip is situated on the southern bank of the Ganga, on the border of Navadvip. So with the passing of time, this island will be flooded by the Ganga, and only one sacred place, Simulia, it will be left. Materialistic people, they will worship Parvati here, calling her Simuli. I will tell you one story in regard to Parvati Devi residing here. You should listen. Once, during Satya Yuga, Mahadev Shiva was dancing for a long time, and he was uttering the name of Sri Gauranga. Then seeing Lord Shiva dancing, Parvati asked, please tell me something about Gauranga Dev, whose name you are chanting. And then she said, my heart is melting by seeing your astonishing dance and hearing the name of Sri Gauranga emanate from your mouth. Whatever I have heard to this day about mantra and tantra, this is still Parvati talking, Whatever I've heard to this day about mantra and tantra, it now seems to be nothing more than a botheration for the living entities. Therefore, O Lord, please tell me of Shiva. He remembered Sri Gauranga, Sri Radha. I will tell you about this topic. Sri Radha's intrinsic mood and her bodily luster, Sri Krishna will appear in this Kali Yuga in Mayapur from the womb of Sri Sachi Devi. Then, being himself absorbed in some kirtan, Mahaprabhu, Sri Gaur Hari, will distribute the jewel of praying to the public without considering whether the recipient is qualified or not. Fie on the fortune of those living entities who will not drown in this flood of praying. O Devi, it is even useless for them to maintain their lives. Then Mahadev says, I became saturated with praying upon remembering Sriman Mahaprabhu's promise, and my mind lost patience. Therefore, I left Kashi. I will live in a cottage on the bank of the Jahnavi Ganga, at the border of Mayapur, and I will worship Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And hearing the words of Sri Shankar, who wears matted locks, the beautiful Sri Parvati Devi quickly came here to Simanta Dweep. Then she, Parvati, began to constantly remember Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu's form. And then chanting the name of Gaura, she drowned in praying, and she was not able to remain calm due to not attaining his darshan. After some days, Sri Gaur Chandra, out of mercy, appeared along with his associates to give his darshan to Sri Parvati. Sriman Mahaprabhu's luster was just like that of molten gold, and he was tall in stature. His head was beautiful with curly hair, and all his limbs were extremely handsome. He was wearing a dhoti folded thrice, and a garland made of extraordinary flowers adorned his neck. Sri Gaura Rai said in a voice choked with praying, O Parvati, tell me, why have you come here? Parvati Devi fell at the feet of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, the Lord of the universe, unable to remain calm as she explained her sorrow. What was her sorrow? Sri Parvati Devi said, O Master, O Lord of the universe, O life of the residents of the world, why are you deceiving me, yet being merciful to everyone